weiter. Und Episode 2 jetzt. Kinder von Arkham. Interessant. Aus einem alten Freund wird ein neuer Gegner. Während Bruce mehr über das Vermächtnis der Familie Wayne erfährt und Batman seinen Kampf gegen Verbrechen und Korruption auf ganz Gotham ausweitet. Bin gespannt. Starten wir mal Episode 2. Also 2 Stunden pro Episode scheint das zu sein, circa. Batman lädt. Deine Entscheidungen bestimmen den Verlauf dieser Spielreihe. Die Geschichte hängt davon ab, wie du spielst. Also, sowas mag ich extrem. Wayne Enterprises im Hintergrund.
Don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce. I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's also public and messy.
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years...
What would you have me do? You were a child.
Wusste es. Ist ja noch
I've been
schlimmer.
dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
You knew all that, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Ich brauche das.
Just give me some time to think it through, okay?
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Also er hat PTBS wegen dieser schrecklichen Nacht. Und er will sich damit jetzt extrem konfrontieren. Ja, das ist sehr klug. Vor allem, wenn man bedenkt, wie er damit umgeht.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Gibt es da noch was ich anklicken kann? Hier, ne. So geht's wahrscheinlich hier so weiter. Okay.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
Ja, die Geschichte wird immer anders erzählt. In jedem Batman-Version.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. No more coming. It's made a mistake.
Das ist auf jeden Fall ein Overkill. Die symbolische Halskette ist immer dabei.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Jetzt sauer. Dieses lokale Speichern nervt nicht so sehr wie die Wolke.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
Harvey's not in my pocket, Lieutenant. He always does what he thinks is right.
Well, it's lucky your interests align.
Nice job
Ich
bringing
rede
in
sehr
Falcone.
diplomatisch.
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Rene Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We had to put Falcone in the infirmary. Batman practically tore him in half. He's helped us a lot in the past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
Batman is a monster. That freak does more harm for Gotham than good.
I'm starting to think you might be right.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it.
Batman ist ein
All right,
Monster.
Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say.
Es muss immer
We'll
einen
be out here.
Bösewicht geben, ne? Da liegt er. Dem geht's nicht so gut. Kinder von Arkham. Hm.
The hell? Bruce Wayne. You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
Goddamn Batman. I haven't took a beating this bad since before I got made. Your father used to sew me up. Better than these cop doctors. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your
Wie
father,
diplomatisch.
Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Leiden lassen seinen Schmerz. Ich bin nicht Batman. Ich werde seinen Schmerz lindern. Ne?
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. be so easy to give me the whole file, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that the
What?
They're waiting for you in hell!
Montoya! Put the weapon down!
The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go!
Wow.
Go!
Ich habe nicht reagiert, weil ich bin nicht Batman. Ich sollte nicht so auffallen mit dem. Warum ist Bruce Wayne jetzt noch dabei?
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ.
I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Das überlässt man Bruce Wayne jetzt. Warum?
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Das ist eine Einstichstelle.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Like you were hypnotized? Under some mind control?
Not mind control, more like my impulse control was gone. My anger was the only thing that mattered. I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Aha.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
I stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Die Vicky wieder.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Listen, I owe you for those files on Falcone. I got a lot of credit at the Gazette for that story. Whatever's going on here, you can't afford to be associated with it. Let me help you. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Okay, ich sag's ja.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
Oha. Boah, ich spiele gar nicht like, wie Bruce Wayne ist, ne? Einfach den Namen rausposaunen, obwohl sie es ja nicht wirklich an sich war. Das rote Bettmobil.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Okay. Manchmal frage ich mich, wer hat eigentlich die ganze Betthöhle gebaut und was ist aus den Leuten geworden? Weil ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass er alleine das hier so installiert hat.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Mhm. Gucken wir uns noch die andere.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Wähle eine Drohne. Okay, dann nehmen wir mal den in der Mitte.
Find her now! Send a strong message.
Er hat sich Pinguin schon genannt. Das ist ja interessant. Ah, hier ist Arkham, ne? Oh.
Bring me her head. There you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
Schon wieder der Club?
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Das nennt man Backtracking.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me.
You boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Hört sich nicht so an, als würde er wissen, dass er tot ist.
You lot, come check out his office.
Where is he?
I don't know! Please!
Names. You can help me.
Let him go.
Ist das Bane?
Batman! It's
Nee,
about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Impaling a man on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty Boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Also das ist ein Möchtegern-Bane, oder? Ja. Ähnliche Droge, aber trotzdem. Okay. Ouch. Das ist aber schnell.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Wieso ist denn da so ein Möchtegern-Bane? Ah. Keine Umhänge. Okay, das glaube ich nicht, dass das auch Skynet heißt.
A new twist in the race for the mayor's office as Harvey Dent-backer Bruce Wayne comes under fire for alleged corruption. Joining me live is Mayor Hamilton Hill. Mr. Mayor, you said earlier today that in light of the allegations against him, Bruce Wayne should distance himself from Dent, but that was unlikely to happen. Why?
He strikes me as, well, the jealous sort. Very possessive of his toys.
Better keep a low profile.
Did you hear? Cops raided his house. Sorry.
Niemand mit der Barkeeperin reden.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Yeah, I'm looking for a woman.
You wouldn't be the first.
Selina Kyle, I'm told she practically lives here.
Selina, huh? You don't strike me as her type.
Hallo Diana.
Hey.
Guten Hunger dir.
Don't I know you? It is you. Knew it.
Cops take all your fancy clothes?
Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
He didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Oh. Ja, Süßes kann immer helfen.
Selena, I need to tell
Muss
you
ich mir auch
something
nachher nehmen.
important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me.
Ich habe die Kamera anders platziert.
I'm
Ich habe
dead
keinen
anyway.
Laptop.
When you screw someone over, you really
Bisschen
screw
näher an mir ran.
the Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
Oswald wanted Falcone out of the picture. Looks like he succeeded.
So what? He wants to take his place?
Maybe, for starters.
Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald... Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
Whatever Penguin is planning, innocent people will end up in the line of fire.
Innocence. Not me.
No,
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
Please, I'm just toying with him. I only take my claws out for someone special. You and I...
Ja, stimmt. Er hat Ähnlichkeiten mit dem aus Gotham, also aus der Serie. Aber dieser Pinguin ist eher so eine Art, gehört eigentlich eher zu, ist eher der Kaiser-Pinguin, finde ich. Weil er als Sohn von dem Original-Pinguin rüberkommt.
Penguin says hello.
Ein paar Schläger.
Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin,
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
we're done talking.
Hau mir mal ein bisschen zu. Au. Was für ein Team. Autsch.
Not done yet.
Ja, wo kommen die denn alle her? Bleib doch einfach
They want
liegen.
more.
Then let's give it to him.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy. Come on, this way.
Die Technik muss erstmal geklaut werden. Eine schöne Sequenz.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Hat mich an den neuen Sherlock Holmes erinnert.
You see anything? Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Nee, Abstand. Komm.
We should go.
I'll take the rooftop.
Das ist der,
You
ja,
take
ja.
the alley.
Nee.
Wait.
Die ist nicht gut drauf. Ich will das nicht.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now where's the fun in that?
Selina war noch nie gut für Batman.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Außerdem versuche ich hier eher die Sachen auszuwählen, die die meisten nicht ausgewählt haben. Und ich denke, die meisten haben Küssen geklickt. Also, da gehe ich von aus.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here, all from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
Hill is setting me up. Penguin's gonna take a shot at me. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. The whole world was horrified at what Batman did to Falcone. You terrorized the mayor too. You could lose Gotham's goodwill completely. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Okay. Soll ich als Bruce Wayne zu ihm gehen oder soll ich als Batman zu ihm gehen? Was meinst du? Bruce Wayne wäre ja... Er müsste ja diplomatisch handeln, während Batman etwas rabiater wäre. Also das auf jeden Fall. Ja, wahrscheinlich. Es ging ja nur um so ein Gespräch. Aber dann machen wir mal Batman. Ne? Gehen wir mal als Batman zum Bürgermeister und sagen mal Hallo.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Ja, es könnte falsch verstanden werden. Das stimmt schon, wenn man da jetzt als Bruce Wayne hingeht. Das Rathausfenster ist auch noch nicht repariert worden. Die sind aber langsam. Weiser.
The whole city is already afraid of the Batman after what you did to Falcone. Try not to make things worse by going overboard on Hill.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch when I need to be.
Ich werde feinfühlig sein.
The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm taking your pay. Deborah, who's there? Deborah? Is that you?
You know who I am. It's time we finally met.
Theatralisch.
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
You think people will still vote for you when you've got no teeth left?
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies, his status, his fortune.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are.
Wo läuft denn der jetzt hin?
Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security! Don't kill me! I've done nothing wrong!
I want the truth. And I'll break every bone in your body to get it.
You're insane. Just like they say. A madman in a mask. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please. Don't. No.
You can tell your story to the police. See what they think about it.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Die Brutstätte eigentlich fast jedes Oberbösewichts. Eine super Schurken. Mal schauen. Also ich finde dieses Schwarz-Weiß mit ein bisschen Farbe drin super. Also ich mag das wirklich sehr.
I wonder what else is on here.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
None of that matters now. The only thing that does is stopping Oz.
The city needs you now, more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
So, da sind wir wieder.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent
Kodex wurde aktualisiert. Wir sind jetzt drin. Achso, ja, die wurde noch aktualisiert. Batman, der wütende Ein-Mann-Mob. Was ist das denn? Das ist cool, das ist hier noch so. Na gut. Schauen wir uns mal die Überwachungskameras an.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now. Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's...
Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs?
Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
For my own protection, they said.
Ist anerkannt.
It's not
play
overkill,
on
Harvey.
PC.
It's a real...
Please. I need
to
to
get
this off my chest.
Look.
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but...
My advisors are telling me that I need to...
that I need to...
distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over.
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way.
What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability. But here's the thing, Bruce.
Without your money...
I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
No matter what, we need a new mayor. Hill needs to be removed.
I knew you'd see it that way.
Listen, I hate to push you,
But I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
whatever it takes to save Gotham.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means
Ist
to
doch
me.
der Gute. Harvey
To
Dent
Gotham.
ist der Gute.
I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face.
I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember.
You are always my friend.
Harvey!
Ich spiele den Charakter hier gerade ohne Metawissen. Also.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
I just had the mayor in my ear about your visit. And after what you did to Falcone...
Ich habe dem Bürgermeister nichts getan.
I value you looking out for the city, really. People are terrified of you, including my cops.
Fine by me. Just give me the report so I can protect the debate.
Fine. Just do it without splitting anyone in half, huh? The GCPD has orders to take you in. After tonight, I can't stand in their way anymore.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
We're all on the same side, Jim.
This better not come back to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
You don't owe me anything. Those scum had it coming.
And they say chivalry is dead.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now aren't you glad I'm here?
You have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly. We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Es ist schwer
Sounds like a vote for
unterfinanziert.
dead, Lieutenant.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates. Incumbent Mayor
Ja, die haben schon
Hamilton
alles unter Kontrolle.
challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important for you, the citizens of Gotham, who will soon head to the polls to decide the future of your home, a city that's faced its share of hardships in recent years. Income inequality, yes, masked vigilante Bruce on our streets. Candidates will tackle it all.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Also wenn die jetzt aufstehen, haben wir Walking Dead.
As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business, firing the moderator.
I hate to be a
Gelb so
downer, but
hervorgehoben.
these hostages, I don't like their chances.
He just didn't have a head for the issues.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
If you say so. But Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
You'll do. Get
Ja,
out
der
of
möchte
here.
gern Bane.
Keep it quiet back there.
These guys are armed to the teeth.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there! Yes! You! Thank you for
Wait.
volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on, then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Na gut, erstmal hier den vorne gucken. Ich verbinde ihn mal mit der Kamera hinter ihm. Das ist bestimmt witzig. Dann der hier, der Schläger. Also mit dem Stativ. Ah, da oben ist noch mehr Raumdecke. Oder Catwoman. Oh, machen wir das mit Catwoman zusammen.
Sounds fun.
Dann noch er hier. Mit der Tür oder dem Tisch. Machen wir es mit der Tür. Dann haben wir einen guten Auftritt. läuft denn der noch?
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My Telltale brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption that's rooted your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence.
Did you ever meet the guy on the screen?
Nope. Smart to let someone else do your dirty work.
Look into the hearts of these spineless
Könnten so viele Leute sein.
Go on, love. You know what to do.
Show Gotham your true self. Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
Also das haben sie aus den anderen Spielen.
We're out of time, Batman. The press is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
Corrupt politicians.
And what about the corrupt elite? The men whose fortunes are built on corpses. Men like your friend, Bruce Wayne. You're as bad as he is. Happy to look away from what you don't want to see. Your friend has cost this city countless lives. Lives you claim to care so much about. You're just his lapdog. Roll the tape!
Als ob die den nicht sehen würden.
Subject 9.
Dad.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9. Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you. Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the procedure. Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Now you know. Now you will see.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Go!
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
No, please, I made a man.
You could never.
Okay, runter. Seite.
I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
Er war's also.
That won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
I won't let you kill anyone else!
Wait your turn, Dent!
Tut sicher weh.
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up. Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
Let Dent go.
And what if I don't?
I'll crush every bone in your body.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Schon wieder das Auge. Oh verdammt, ich muss mich entscheiden. Selina oder... Ich helfe Harvey. Selina kann gut auf sich selbst aufpassen.
Mr. Dent.
Thanks.
Freeze! I said freeze!
Hold your fire, damn it! Where's the maniac in the mask?
Also ich mag diese Pinguinmaske. Das passt irgendwie nicht so, finde ich.
City Hall is in chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
Mr. Wayne?
Lieutenant.
He's lucky, you know. Could have been much worse if the Batman hadn't been there.
But there still will be scars.
Habe ich ihn gerade davor bewahrt, Two-Face zu werden?
There. Come on, she can't go far.
Lawyers representing Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have opened your eyes.
Okay, die Episode ging jetzt aber schneller als Episode 1. Mal gucken, was wir haben. Du hast Falcons Schmerzen gelindert. Ja, ich und 70% auch der anderen Leute. Okay. Was? Ich habe sie nicht geküsst. Warte. Ich habe sie doch nicht geküsst. Hallo? Wir wissen, ich habe sie nicht geküsst. Ne? Also ich habe nicht versucht, sie zu küssen. Keine Ahnung, warum das jetzt da so steht. Hier steht es auch wieder. Was soll denn das? Okay, das stimmt schon. Du und 37% haben Harvey statt Selina gerettet. Ja. Warum die anderen beiden da falsch sind, keine Ahnung. Also ich habe nicht versucht, Selina zu küssen. Na gut. Ich hoffe, das ist ein einmaliger Ausrutscher des Systems. Okay, das war jetzt Episode 2 wieder. Also, was heißt wieder? Das war Episode 2. Jetzt kann ich Episode... Ja, das kann sein. Ich weiß nicht, wie die Statistiken hier ausgesehen. So, das hat jetzt 1 Stunde gedauert, nur diese eine. Episode 1 hatte nämlich 2 Stunden gedauert. Also ich habe noch etwas Zeit, also werde ich jetzt Episode 3 nochmal spielen. Da muss ich nochmal kurz hier